So that's one thing that I would want people to know. Anybody that's ever met him probably knows this, no matter how afraid they were of him when they saw him or when, for the initial meeting. After 30 seconds or a minute, they realized this guy's, the calmest, nicest guy I've ever met.
How about Hulk Hogan? Do you think he thinks that?
Oh, yeah. He had a lot of respect for my dad.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless what happened. We went to, it was in the Meadowlands, I believe. Yeah. In Meadowlands. And I'm trying to think. Oh, my dad's wrestling bag didn't make it on the flight. And Hogan, that's back during Hulkamania, Hogan had everyone's ear. He just, belted out as loud as he could. All you office boys, go to the airport, find the king's luggage. And off they went. And we kind of waited there, and sure enough, they found it. It had been on the wrong flight. I missed luggages. It was on the wrong flight or whatever. But Hogan directed every one of those guys to go to the airport and find the king's luggage.
Oh, man.
So, and Dad, of course, taught Hogan how to wrestle.
Really? I didn't know that part.
Oh, okay. In Tampa, Florida, back in the 70s, there was this biker bar that Dad frequented, and, Harley Davidson type. And Hogan would come in there and try to pick a fight with him every night. And he'd punch Hogan, knock him out, and throw him out the front door. And after several weeks of this, finally, my dad looked at him finally, "You're serious, aren't you?" "I want to be a wrestler, brother." And so he said, "Well, be here at this gym at this time of day and we'll start training you." And, of course, they didn't have wrestling schools back then, just like they did when my dad started. They threw you in the ring with a bunch of old guys and they beat the hell out of you until you figured out how to wrestle.
Wow. So, I've never heard that one before, man. I heard about Matsuda, and him.
So they had mutual respect for each other, regardless of what you see on the internet or TV or whatever.
So he would knock Hogan out, and Hogan kept going back.
Yeah, he'd punch Hogan, knock him right out the door. And Hogan kept coming back and coming back. "You're a tenacious shit, aren't you?"
Dude, I've heard that about Hogan, man. That definitely gives me a new level of respect for him, and that was a great story.
And out on the ring and anywhere else, he was as cocky as they came. But back in the dressing room, at least around my dad, he was humble, he was kind, he was nice, always nice to my mom and I. Really nice guy, really great guy.